Hey bitches, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, I am going to talk to you about James Charles canceling Tinder, as well as Norvina speaking up about people who do not vaccinate their kids. If you have not already seen my video from yesterday about James Charles receiving a copyright claim on one of his new videos, as well as Jeffree Star coming for Claire's makeup, I am going to place a card in the upper right hand corner as well as a link down in the description. If this is your first time on my channel, hello, welcome, how the fuck are you doing? If you could please hit the subscribe button down below, I would greatly appreciate it. And if you are someone who has been here for a day, a week, a month, or a year, welcome the fuck back. If you could please make sure you have all of your notifications set to on by clicking the bell icon somewhere on the screen. Please know that everything I speak on in my videos is my own personal opinion. Opinions are not facts, and please do not send hate to anyone or any brand that I speak on in my videos because that is not what these are meant for. They are just meant for us to throw a little shade, spill a little tea, and have a messy ass time here on the internet. Before I go any further in this video, I do want to apologize if you guys hear the sound of lawn work going on in the background. My neighbor has decided to mow their lawn in the same spot for 3 days in a row, so I swear I'm not trying to Brittany Dawn fitness you with a dryer. It is just, they won't stop and drama waits for no bitch, so therefore, here we are recording this video. It looks like James Charles was upset yesterday with the dating app called Tinder because he tweeted out the following. Hey, at Tinder, can you please stop deleting my account that I'm paying for? Maybe if your customer service that I've emailed 4 times didn't fucking suck, we could have avoided this. Someone responded to James and said the following. I don't know how true this is, but I think you can get verified on Tinder. To which James responded with, it is true. I've been verified before on this exact account, which is why I'm even more confused. I don't want a blue check mark. It leads to very uncomfortable conversations and me not knowing people's true intentions. I totally understand James not wanting a blue check mark by his name because people could just want to latch onto him because that would imply that he is some sort of celebrity. But then again, I would have to say that 9 times out of 10 on an app like Tinder, people are going to know who James Charles is anyways, so I don't think a check mark by his name would be the only reason uncomfortable conversations would come up. Mikey from Glam and Gore responded to James Charles' tweet and said the following. Number 1, try Rhea to have a better chance of avoiding that. Number 2, I love how they're like, you're suspended, but in the fine print, if you're paying for this, we're still going to charge you until you remember to cancel your paid subscriptions. Now correct me if I'm wrong, because James Charles said he doesn't know what people's true intentions are when he has the blue verified checkmark. Do people actually go onto Tinder to get dates, to get to know people? Because back in my heyday, which was literally like 5 years ago, I'm acting like I'm literally Father Time sitting here. Like Grindr, Tinder, all these apps and everything were used just so people could hook up with people. I feel like when you're any sort of famous, apps like Tinder, Grindr, and all that should be avoided at all costs because people are just going to want to get the story so they can go and tell people and potentially make some money off of you. But if you are going to be on something like Tinder, they do need to have a better verification process because we're always hearing of celebrities getting banned from Tinder because they think it's a fake profile. I feel kind of bad for James because he always is very vocal about how he wants a boyfriend. And a lot of people think it's a shtick, but I honestly believe that he really does want a partner to share his life with. But does he not have friends that could like hook him up with people, like people know people, so that he doesn't have to go on these apps and get into these messes? If James is ever allowed back on Tinder and can actually have a profile, I think a video that I would like to see from him, and I know a lot of people would like to see from him as well, I think Glam and Gore did it first. I don't know if that is a fact. She's just the only one I saw do this video, where she had people on Tinder pick her makeup, and I think that'd be like a really fun challenge video for James Charles to do. While James Charles was tweeting about Tinder, he also tweeted out about Bumble and said the following. Hey, at Bumble. I love you. Just wanted to let you know. Bumble did respond and said, Hi sister, we hope you're having a fun and fresh time in the hive. We love you. What is your opinion about James Charles always getting deleted from Tinder? I think it's very odd that you have to go through a verification process. Even if you don't want the blue checkmark, they still verify you, but then they'll still delete your account for some god-awful reason. I also think it's very shady that if they delete your account, you're still paying for it because they won't cancel that and you have to remember to do it. Because normal people would be like, okay, they canceled my account, they deleted it, so therefore I'm not getting charged anymore until the next month they get their iTunes bill or whatever bill it is, however Tinder does it, and you have the charge for that. Also, what do you get if you pay for Tinder? Do you get like unlimited swipes, or is there like something like you can upload more pictures? I'm not sure. I have never downloaded Tinder in my life. Also, down in the comment section, please let me know, are you someone who uses Tinder? Do you like Tinder? Do you hate Tinder? Do you think Tinder's really shady? Is Tinder just for hooking up? Do people actually get in relationships? Please let me know all of your thoughts about that app down in the comment section. And now let's talk about Norvina calling out people who don't vaccinate their children. Ever since Kat Von D made the extremely brave decision to come forward last year before she had her baby and let everyone know that she is not choosing to vaccinate her child, not vaccinating kids has kind of been a big topic in the makeup field because everyone has had an opinion about Kat Von D, and now Norvina from Anastasia Beverly Hills is weighing in on that drama. This is going to be a literal whole Twitter thread, but Norvina started it by saying the following. Just vaccinate your children or move to a deserted island. You're not that special to put everyone else at risk. Someone responded to Norvina and said the following. It's really sad that I honestly have to say it's ballsy of you to tweet this, because there are a ton of anti-vax psychos these days. Norvina responded with, yeah, but this isn't a personal preference. It's a universal consideration towards mankind. Another person responded with, oh my god, yes. I have 2 kids under 5 and I truly believe we should vaccinate all kids. I know many people that are afraid because of that big hoax about autism way back. Norvina responded with, nobody dies from autism, and it's not contagious. Another person responded with the following. I hate the fact that they are relying on other people's children to be vaccinated so that theirs don't need to be. They are fully okay with other kids getting the imaginary side effects so that theirs don't have to. Herd immunity BS. Norvina responded with, insane, literally crazy talk. I expect this shit from some of my villager relatives that never went to school and just don't know better, but not here. Norvina went on to tweet the following. We had to get vaccinated twice, once in Romania and once again to come to the US and receive a green card. Do you think my mom flinched? Someone responded to Norvina and said the following. My body, my choice. To which Norvina said, usually yes, for everything, absolutely. That's what makes American great choice. However, when it affects the general public, it's a dangerous choice. I'm a little confused by the my body, my choice comment back to Norvina about getting vaccinated. Because, correct me if I'm wrong, but when you get vaccinated, you're a very young child. Sometimes as an adult, you have to get vaccinations as well for certain things. So I get the my body, my choice then. But I don't really see a kid sitting there and throwing up the argument about vaccinations. Oh, it's my body, my choice. So I don't think that really applies to what Norvina was talking about. Another person responded to Norvina and said the following. Thanks for talking about this at Norvina1. So important. Norvina responded with, I know, it might rub a few people the wrong way, but this isn't a lifestyle choice. It's a community decision. If you want my opinion about vaccinations, I am very happy that I was vaccinated as a child. If I had a child ever in my life, which I'm not planning on, but if I did, I would have them vaccinated as well because I believe all of these diseases decreased to the point where they were non-existent because of vaccinations. And I 100% understand that some people out there cannot have certain vaccinations because they are allergic to something that is in it. So this is more so about the people that have children and just decide out of nowhere, without knowing anything the child is allergic to, that they are not going to vaccinate their kid. And I know I'm going to get a lot of people in my comment section saying, well, how could you think that when there's all of this evidence? I don't believe the evidence. I don't believe the hoax about the autism thing at all. If you believe it, that's fine. That's great. You do not have to agree with my opinion because that's the beauty of YouTube and that's the beauty of the internet and this world for that matter. Not everyone has to agree and believe in the same thing that someone else does. But I am going to start a conversation. And before I start this conversation, please be respectful of everyone down in the comments because yes, there are going to be people that are pro-vax, there are going to be people that are anti-vax, there are probably going to be people that are in between. Let's keep it respectful and have a healthy adult conversation. What I would like to know is, are you pro-vax, are you anti-vax, and what are the reasons for that? And please only answer that question if you are 100% comfortable with doing so. Pop Lux responded to Norvina and said the following. Tweets like this show true ignorance, darling. I'm not anti-vax, but as someone who has had severe negative reactions to vaccines and have witnessed several others have life-altering negative reactions, your comment shows a sad inability to understand things to a fuller degree. Another person responded and said the following. Yes, thank you so much for speaking out about this. There are so many uneducated people who don't do their research and are putting others at risk. This past year was the worst flu season we've had in over 10 years, because people don't want to get vaccinated anymore. Now the flu vaccination is where you get me, because I haven't had a flu vaccination in probably 10 years, because every time I would get it, I would always end up getting the frickin' flu. My grandparents, every time they would get it, they would get the flu. So I have always been told, don't go and get that vaccination, and I'm going to continue to not get that vaccination. But it is very scary because the flu is coming with a vengeance, even more so every year. I remember when I was in school, probably elementary school the most, when you did not have vaccinations, you were not allowed to go on certain field trips, you were not even allowed to start the school year without showing proof that you had all of your vaccinations. Because I remember every summer, had to go to the doctor, make sure vaccinations were up to date, that paperwork had to be turned in at least 2 weeks before school started, so you got the okay to even show up the first day. I'm not sure exactly how schools do it these days, but I can imagine that you still have to have your vaccinations to even go. So I don't know if people that don't vaccinate their kids, if they are homeschooling or what preference they have for that, but I guess it's their own decision at the end of the day. So with that said, that is it for this video, everyone. Please let me know all of your thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section, and please remember to keep it respectful, because we are not here to fucking bash anyone. We're just here to have a healthy adult conversation. And please follow all my social media down below in the description box, and I love you guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.